Hello and welcome to Game Week 29 of my Premier League predictions. Last week I got 7 points, which is again pretty good, taking to a total of 140 points. And this is going to be a short video because the game week starts tomorrow, so why not just get it up as quickly as possible. So we're going to kick off with Everton versus Burnley. Everton, they did good against Newcastle, but that was away from home. At home, they are different, they are worse. As for Burnley, they have been giving it a go against teams, doing some great comebacks, one against Crystal, almost against Brentford. So I think Burnley can get something here. So I'm going to split the two teams and say there's a draw of 1-1. Next up, we have Bournemouth versus Brentford. And I think this game has potential to be a pretty exciting, high-scoring game. Brentford, as of late, has been scoring a couple goals, have been letting in a couple goals as well. We saw that against Burnley. And as for Bournemouth, they do like to get themselves some goals, especially at home. And I did go for a draw in this one, even though Brentford this season hasn't drawn in their 14 games away from home. So kind of a risk there, but there is a first time for everything, so I'm going for it. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Next up is Leeds versus Sunderland. Leeds, they've been doing good ever since getting smacked against Arsenal, and then Sunderland looked better with Xhaka back in the team. And I'm pretty sure is Mukiele back in the team? I'm not too sure, but they are better. And I think they're going to be, once again, tough to beat away from home. They don't want to drop more points. And I think they will believe they can get a point here against Leeds. And again, I'm going for a draw here. A lot of draws this week. But this one's going to be a lot more low scoring. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Next up is Wolves versus Liverpool. Wolves getting a win against Villa last week. I said they can get a draw. Ended up going for a Villa win. And Wolves ended up winning 2-0. So good game from Wolves there. As for Liverpool, I underestimated them as well. I said they will lose against West Ham. They ended up winning 5-2 against West Ham. And I feel like they can use that as momentum and continue pushing through the league, solidifying a top 4 position or top 5 just to get Champions League. And I think that we'll be beating Wolves here. I'm going for a 3-1 win to Liverpool. Next up is Brighton versus Arsenal. Brighton have been getting a little better. They got 2 wins back-to-back now. And Arsenal, they have been pretty shaky other than that Spurs win, convincing win. But come on, it's Spurs. Their 2 games before the Spurs game, I think it was Wolves and Brentford. They look shaky. And then once again here against Chelsea, they don't look too confident or too comfortable. Their 2 goals came from corners. Of course they did. This could be a potential banana skin for Arsenal, and I'm going to back it. Yes, I am a hater, and I want Arsenal to lose. Of course I do, but I'm going to back it. Brighton at home have only lost twice, and Arsenal away from home have been pretty shaky, other than that Spurs game. Call me a hater, I don't care, but I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Another draw. Next up, we have City versus Forest. City, we beat Leeds in... We struggled. We've been struggling in every game, and I expect that throughout the season. Every game is going to be like a final for us. We did end up winning, though. Good defense there. And Forest, they lost again. I think that's 3 in a row now. But they don't lose in terrible fashion. I think they look good while losing under Vitor Pereira. So apologies to Vitor Pereira, but he still hasn't won in the league. And there's a potential here, just like the Arsenal-Brighton game, for a banana skin for us. But I say we can overcome it simply because we are at home. Because Forest have been pretty good as of late. But again, it's going to be tight. I'm going for a 2-1 win to City. Next up, we have Fulham versus West Ham. Fulham beat Spurs as expected. I expected 1 more goal from them for a 3-1, but they beat them 2-1. And Fulham have been getting better. They have been getting at least 3 points, more points on the board, which is good for them, right? As for West Ham, they lost to Liverpool. I expected better from them. Letting in 5, yes, you're away from home, but where's the defense? You let it in 5 to Liverpool, who haven't been all too great. And now they're going to be away from home once again, and Fulham have been getting better. I don't think West Ham's going to get something from this game. I think Fulham's going to win 2-1. Next up, we have Villa versus Chelsea, 2 teams who have been kind of slowing down as of late. Villa losing to Wolves, Chelsea struggling to get points. They lost to Arsenal. But Villa, I think, of the 2, is slowing down faster. They are just not in a good place right now. They're also going to start playing more Europa League games. So I think it's going to take an even bigger toll on their team. As for Chelsea, they are also struggling, but I think not as much as Villa. and I think they can get something here against Villa. Actually, I think they can get the 3 points. I'm going for a Chelsea win of 2-1. Next up, we have Newcastle versus Manchester United. Newcastle losing to Everton at home. That is not a good result for them. They have been struggling just like Villa and Chelsea to get points. As for United, they are in 3rd place now. They have switched the form completely under Carrick, and I think they will continue with this one. I think Newcastle is just, I don't know, maybe it's time for a manager change. There's been talks of that for years now. Maybe it's time. So I do think United's going to win this one in convincing fashion maybe. I'm going for a 3-1 win to United. Then the last game of the game week, we have Spurs versus Crystal Palace. A pretty shit game, if you ask me. Both teams, just like a couple of the teams I just mentioned, in terrible form. Spurs losing to Fulham. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now. Crystal Palace losing to United, but they did look good before getting that red card. But still, they ended up losing. They will be missing Lacroix this game. That is a big miss there. But yeah, this game, I'm not watching it. Nobody's watching it other than the fans of Spurs and Crystal Palace. I think it's going to be a snooze fest. I'm going for a 0-0, so a draw. So those are my game week predictions. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace.